Yo, what's up? Happy Sunday. We're about to get started. Phone's already ringing. Been quite the week, bro. Quite the week. We're about to talk about a lot. We're about an NFL free agency is about to start. So that's one thing. Call me with your wish list. 504-265-0025. The UFC White House card was announced, which has been much anticipated, man. It's like the biggest thing that's ever happened in UFC. I've been watching UFC every Saturday for over at least a decade straight. And this is just the biggest thing that's ever happened. So we're going to talk about that. Did they underachieve? There's a lot to it, man. X Games is coming to New Orleans. We talking about all that, man. Give me a call, 504-265-0025. Follow me. I'm on Instagram, X, right here on YouTube. I just dropped a vlog on my experience at the fairgrounds this past weekend. Check it out. I just put it on YouTube. It's the type of shit I'm gonna be dropping, just like vlogs like that, bro. Like, and I finally flipped the phone sideways, so I'm filming horizontal. So if you're watching on YouTube, I finally got the horizontal videos for the vlogs. It's a big day. I've never done that ever. I'm on Facebook with the Boomers. I'm also on Twitch. Right now I'm playing WWE 2K26 on Twitch. I'll be playing it right after I get off the stream. So if you're in the video games, any of that shit, hold the Mayo on Twitch. Check me out on Twitch. HM Live presented by the Compman. If you get hurt on the job, this is the guy you need to call, 504-838-8883. They a law firm. They in New Orleans. They here to help you. You can visit them at compman.com if you don't like talking on the phone. They handle claims anywhere in Louisiana. They cover the whole entire state of Louisiana. So, look, that whole system is tricky. You already hurt. You out of work. You know what I'm saying? You're having to deal with all this meticulous shit with insurance companies. And call the Compman. 504-838-8883. He'll save the day. Also presented by Blue Plate Mayo, who's been here for you since 1927. Make sure you buy local. Make sure you buy Blue Plate. Don't forget about them. A lot of imposter mayonnaises out there these days. Blue Plate's still the king of that condiment. SpreadQuarters. Dude, you called 6 times during the advertisements, and you hang up when you finally get on? Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? All that effort, bro. And you really had something to say right there. Dude, let's get right into it, bro. Dude, LSU is down 5-0 in baseball. That's one thing I didn't mention. LSU baseball, it's been rough, bro. It's been rough, dude. I don't know what happened, but it's been rough, dude. It's not looking good. Just crazy how, like, just a week or two can change things. Yo, what up, chat? Shout out to the chat. UFC is so played out now. Dude, I got a lot to say about UFC. Big UFC fan right here. Huge UFC fan. Always have been. The switch to Paramount is really, really standing out. The switch to Paramount is just not looking good right now. I know it's just the beginning, but something about it aggravates me. Something about that switch to Paramount, it's aggravating me. They're doing everything different, and it screams TKO. The company that owns WWE, everything they're doing right now screams TKO, and that's scary. It's not good. SpreadQuarters.
Man, what's going on with you, man? This is Mike from Slidell, bro.
What up, Mike?
Man, chilling, man. Look, a couple things I want to talk about. Man, how y'all think? You think we're gonna lose Cam and we're gonna lose Davis, man?
Yeah. So,
what you think?
Yeah. So, dude, what's crazy is, I've been saying that I thought DeMario was definitely like trying to, see the other offers and probably go to another team. And I'm thinking it would be like somebody like the Bears. Kind of been thinking that.
Yeah.
Dude, the Cam Jordan thing really kind of shocked me because
it did. Me too.
And I'm not even saying he's gone for sure. I think they just letting him test the waters. Yeah. Hey, go see what you're worth. Blah blah blah. If you get something crazy, hey, bro, we don't blame you, dude. You know what I'm saying? But
I mean, who we put the blame on? We put the blame on the front office. Loomis and Ireland. Do we put the blame on that for letting these guys go? I think we really need them.
Well, I think we need at least one of them. I think it would be a great thing to have.
You don't think we need both of them?
I don't think, dude. I really don't think. I don't think Demario Davis is coming back. I never have since his presser at the end of the last game of the season. At the end of that, I have not thought he was coming back since that presser. Something about that presser was such a complete turn in how he is.
I agree.
It wasn't.
I agree.
And I'm not saying that him as a person. I'm just saying like how he is about the Saints. It just seemed like he completely flipped the switch the way he was like, hey, you know what? My work may be done here.
And I got one more thing to ask you. What about you think about this UFC fight on the White House lawn? What you think about that, bro?
Yeah, so
I don't agree with it. I want to hear what you think about it. I don't agree with it.
Well,
so
it depends because I probably don't look at it. So what do you not agree with? Real quick.
I think it's a political distraction.
Okay, yeah. So I guess I would be the wrong one to ask, and I genuinely mean this when I tell you this, bro. I swear on everything I know. I swear. Listen,
and I fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? So I take what you say, like, you know. Yeah. I agree with a lot of things you talk about. So
what I was going to tell you is, I haven't even thought of the White House other than a background. It's a historic background for UFC fight. That's how into UFC I am, to where I'm not even willing to like look past it. To me, it's like playing Mortal Kombat, and this is the craziest background.
I'm not into UFC. Yeah.
This is a crazy background. It's historic.
It's a DLC.
Yeah, it's just. I'm not gonna look at it any other way. I'm not even gonna like think about any other thing about.
I get it like that. Yeah, I get it like that. Yeah.
Because think about it. Think about it, dude. I miss funerals to sit at home watching UFC on a Saturday. I sit at home every Saturday watching UFC. I'm never gonna let toxicity get in the way of another Saturday. It's just gonna be another Saturday for me. Except this is where they doing it at.
All right, man. I appreciate you, brother.
All right, bro.
All right, man.
Take care. I refuse to just. I'm not doing it. You know. SpreadQuarters.
Hey, Devin. What's going on Sunday night, brother?
What's happening, brother? How you doing?
Good, man. Not too bad. I saw you went to the track. You won or what?
No, I went 0 for 5. And dude, honestly, the last 10 times I've been to the track, I might have won one race. And it's just I'm on the right horse every time, and some bullshit happens. I lost a nose-to-nose the first race, dude. It was my biggest bet. It was a nose-to-nose. He came in second.
Dude, my grandpa used to call them the four-legged bandits because all they do is steal your money.
Yeah, it's very hard, dude. It really is. It's very hard to win, man. It's not easy. It's not like betting on regular sports.
So, dude, years ago, I was at the horse track in Tucson, Arizona with a buddy of mine. And there was these girls there. And he walks up to them and he tells them that he just won a whole bunch of money on a race. And he's got a limo coming and we're going to have drinks if y'all in. And I'm going, what the fuck are you doing, dude? Well, they bid on it, and he wound up paying a lot of money for a limo and drinks with him.
Yeah, I will be back for the Derby, though. The Louisiana Derby. That's a big deal. And it's like our Kentucky Derby. And, you know, I've actually won some races at the Louisiana Derby before, so I don't know. Maybe I should. It's just fucked up, man, because I lost a lot of money when I went the other day to the fairgrounds. And I lost every bet I made after that. UFC. Lost a ton of bets. Yeah. Rough.
Not good. Anyway, the free agency, I think with some of these older players, you hate to lose them because they've been good icons for our team, but let's be honest, we still in the rebuilding phase. I mean, nobody's expecting the Saints to make a run for the Super Bowl next year. Do I think they got a shot at the winning division? Absolutely. I don't think they're going to be able to build a Super Bowl caliber roster in a second. Well, I guess the first full year of this new quarterback season. So I think we need to try to get some value for these guys, get some younger players in, and just build on that momentum we had from last year.
Yeah, I mean, the way I look at it is just like kind of like that when the Sean Payton era had first began. You know, it was kind of what it took 4 years until it took them first year they went to the NFC Championship. But, you know, after that, they struggled a little bit, and then they wound up 2010 winning the Super Bowl. That's how I look at this, man. It's like a 4-year plan. I expect the Saints to be way more fun than what they have been the last 3 years. You know what I'm saying? Next year. And that's fun to me. You know what I'm saying? Just them competing to get in the playoffs, getting in the playoffs, having a playoff game. That's all fun to me, dude. Like, I'm here for it.
I completely agree. Absolutely. Hey, what do you think about them playing in Paris this year?
I mean, the only thing I hate about it is that it's a home game for us, and I think they only did that because Paris and New Orleans, you know, which is fucked up. But I'm not against it. I mean, it's cool, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it, to be honest with you, because what is this at the end of the day doing for, like, what is this doing? Just giving Paris people something to go out and see? Like, you think they all really locking on the football after this? I don't know.
No. All it's doing, Devin, is getting the NFL. The NFL is trying to expand into the international market to make more money. Is all it's about. But guess what? This is an American sport that Americans, in my opinion, deserve to be able to go see their team at home and not get one taken away. I mean, it's a short season. What you got? 7, 8 home games to go to, maybe a couple playoffs if they make it. I'm not a huge fan of.
They could have gave us the Hall of Fame game at least, the preseason. They didn't even want to do that.
Yeah, I'm not really a fan of it. I mean, the NFL's got enough money; they don't need no more.
Yeah, they do have a lot of money. All right, brother. Well, I appreciate the call.
All right, Devin. Have a good week, brother.
All right, you too. Dude, my throat's fucked up. Going back to the chat, Devin, are you having a drink tonight? No, I'm not drinking tonight, but I drank the other day at the fairgrounds, and I was drinking the new Abita seltzers. There's a new seltzer in town, and it's Abita. The Abita Upbeats. They got 4 flavors. What is it? Lemonade. That's my favorite one, bro. That's my favorite one. First of all, they taste like this lemonade one tastes like water, nothing, and a hint of lemonade. That's what it tastes like. You drank 10 of them. Dude, easy, bro. It tastes like nothing. They got lemonade, cranberry, lime and tonic, strawberry. They super fire, dude. They super fire. And it's local. You know what I'm saying? Stop buying fucking seltzers made in San Diego, motherfucker. SpreadQuarters.
Yo, Dev, what's going on, bro? I'm Wyoming over in Waveland, Mississippi.
What's happening, brother?
Not a lot, man. It's weird. It's first time getting through to you, first time contacting you, man. I know this is weird shit for you because I feel like I know you. That's a weird thing. I feel like me and you are friends because I've been watching your shit for years. And you don't have an idea who we are, but that's why we love you, man.
Well, I don't know if you even meant that as a compliment, but that's a great compliment to me. That right there means a lot to me.
A compliment.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, I want that more than anything. People to know that I'm pretty much just like y'all. I'm the same motherfucker.
No, absolutely, man. And man, I got since I'm through, I'm going to go ahead and go deep with you. You know why I like the Mondays and the red beans so much, man. I got to tell you this. I figured it out. I was like, what about besides being just awesome content, man? Even when you didn't like some shit, you weren't ugly about it. You know what I mean? It was so easy. You could have taken some shots. And you let us know you didn't like that shit, but man, you weren't unnecessarily mean to anybody whose shit wasn't good. And I appreciate that, you know?
Well, I appreciate you, man. Thank you for the kind words.
Dude, there's a reason I'm calling. I was looking at the Facebook today like an idiot, but I saw some Barstool posts pop up with Brandon Walker. It was just a still shot. You know what it was, man? It was a hot plate. And it was just some pork chops. It was, I think, I don't know where he was. He was out of Mississippi, but he got some home cooking, and he said, it wasn't look at this motherfucker, but it was very close. I was like, Brandon Walker, man, get your own bit.
Yeah, no, I like Brandon Walker. We follow each other on Twitter, so I'm cool with Brandon Walker. He's a cool dude. A few, there's a few people in Barstool that you just like how you said, you feel like you know me. Like, I've grown up with these people on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? So
sure, man.
For so long, I've been in the same I don't know what you would call it, stratosphere as all these
Right.
dudes in Barstool and you know what I'm saying, and just years and years go
Sure,
on,
man.
and just you feel like you know these people.
Yeah, I'm not trying to stir shit between you and Brandon Walker. I just noticed it and was like, damn, Brandon, come on, man.
Yeah, he's Mississippi, so that was a Mississippi high plate, which it looked. I saw it. It looked Mississippi. That motherfucker looked Mississippi. That high plate.
Nah, he's from the same little town I'm from up in North West Point, Mississippi. We came up through there, sports-rich environment, but ain't nothing else going on up there. But I knew that cat growing up just from reading. He was a local sports reporter. I knew him before he got on the interwebs. You know what I mean? Cool. He was writing for local papers and stuff. So, yeah, I kind of watched his rise up there through the ranks. I'm not knocking him. I'm just saying, man, he bit your style and he got away with me. I was like, damn, man, my man Devin's been doing this for years. Anybody that's got to get up and root for Mississippi State every weekend, dude. Like, come on, bro. I'm not gonna ever say anything bad, but they already went through enough, man. Mississippi State fans, yeah,
that's
I'm a Mississippi State fan. That's a baseball school, baby.
Yeah.
You got to get to Duty Noble.
Let me ask you this:
don't do anything else. You got to get to Duty Noble, man.
Let me ask you this: the football. How do y'all go on with this?
I put my fucking head in the sand. I don't know. Every year it's like that false hope of, I don't know. It goes back to the Civil War and Reconstruction, man. You think shit's going to get better.
Have they ever been good?
Does.
Have they ever?
We were ranked number 1 in the nation.
Oh, yeah, Dak Prescott.
With Ole Miss, we spent about 38 seconds ranked number 1 in the nation, man. That was the high point of that entire program.
Was that when y'all had Dak?
Yeah, okay. Man. That was when, that was the high point. And then it just, Ole Miss took a different trajectory that week following. I think they were 1 and 2 in the national polls. Ole Miss has, steady climbed and grown, and State just fell apart and nosedived like they always do. But, man, that's a baseball school, man. I'm telling you. That's what we do. That's why we can put 12,000 people in the stands for opening day of baseball season, because you can't get 12,000 people in the stands for a football game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. All right, brother. Look, I appreciate the call, man. Good conversation.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, man.
All right, man. Yeah, that's right. They beat LSU. Yeah. That's the 1 year, man. That is the 1 year for Mississippi State. Now, they had a little better of a year this past year than what it's been, but like they were competing. And I remember betting some Mississippi State spreads this past year for Mayo spreads in college football. But, shout out to the chat, man. Thank y'all for the super chat. Shout out to Meatsy with the $20 super chat, brother. Thank you, man. And he's got like a fucking game controller fucking emote going on. I don't even know how he did that. Kiss Me Nola, $4.99. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Wes, thank you, brother. The $9.99. Appreciate the super chats in the off season, bro. SpreadQuarters.
What's up, Mayo? Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday. What's happening?
Dude, last week I called in talking about the Pelicans, saying we're going to get to play in, and this fucking week they get on an all-time stinker. What the fuck?
Brother, this is nothing new, man. That's all we do.
No, I know.
We watch this team not make it to the playoffs, not make it to the play-in. And then basically, as Pelicans fans, we're so accustomed to like, oh yeah, DeJounte Murray's playing good now. Like, that's all we can do. It's the kind of basketball team we got. We point out the positives when it's never the best. It's never the ultimate positive. It's always just like these little positives while we failing. While we failing, oh yeah, he's playing good now. That's what it's like being a Pelicans fan, dude. We got Stephen A. Smith talking shit. You know what I'm saying? Still running his mouth about the little old Pelicans.
I hate that dude.
Dude, why? This dude wasted 10 minutes talking about the Pelicans. He did that. And like really like aggressively and confrontational, and he was asshurt about the social media admin.
He's such a fucking cuck. I hate that dude so much.
Stephen A. Smith told us he's more popular than anybody besides Zion on the Pelicans team. Well, motherfucker, I would hope so. You only been on TV on the worldwide leader in sports for 24 fucking years. I would hope that you're more popular than anybody on the Pelicans. Thank you for pointing that out, brother.
That's a good point. I also want to talk about the White House card. Do you see Islam pulled out? It was supposed to be against Taporia.
Do you know if that who was the fight that pulled out when they were doing the weigh-ins? That's what I want to know.
It said Friday night. Islam pulled out against Taporia. I don't know if that was the one, but
Dana White said that he picked Taporia versus Gaethje. He said that in his press conference after the fights last night that he personally picked that fight, and he's been having that one. Now, looking at this card, but you could tell that there was some dropouts, right? So,
oh yeah, definitely,
100%. Because I mean,
Nicole, are you serious?
Yeah. So Bo Nickel, I think he was always going to be on the card, okay, because of the background in wrestling. You know what I'm saying? American. Mm-hmm. I think that it was going to be him versus Colby Covington. Colby Covington wouldn't do the fight. They go and get Kyle Dawkins, which, in my opinion, out of all these names on this card, I do not, for the life of me, understand how they went about saying, you know what, we're going to put Kyle Dawkins on the card.
Yeah, any UFC fighter ever. Yeah, Kyle Dawkins is a good pick. Yeah, that's awful.
It just doesn't make any sense. And then Michael Chandler, obviously, he was going to be fighting Conor McGregor. I think they decided, hey, first of all, Conor can't get out the drug testing pool. That's the main thing. But then they decided, hey, let's just try to do him for International Fight Week because Conor brings in the money, right? You can't bring in no money for the White House event. They don't.
Yeah, because knowing that it's not public.
Yeah, so they rather save Conor for an International Fight Week to where they can make a whole bunch of money just off of Conor being on that card, you know? So that's where Rufy comes in, which is definitely random. It's the second most random dude to be on the card. And then the third most random dude would be Zahabi. Like, you got Sean O'Malley, who I expected to be on the card, but then you go and get Zahabi. He's fighting Zahabi, who is good, who is going to give him a great fight. He looks like Ariel Helwani. That's pretty much what I think about Zahabi. He's a decent fighter. Pereira, that should have been Pereira versus John Jones. Obviously, they couldn't get the John Jones thing done because John Jones will always let you down in a situation like this, and he supposedly needs a hip replacement.
A hip replacement. I did see that, yeah.
And then, of course, the main event, Taporia versus Gaethje. And I'm going to tell you, the sleeper fight here is going to be the first fight, Diego Lopez versus Steve Garcia. Dude.
Yeah, that's the first fight is going to be a banger.
Dude, Steve Garcia is really good. So, that's going to be a fight. And Steve Garcia got hands, dude. Like, serious hands, bro. So, I can't wait to see that fight. So, I give it, at the end of the day, I give it a 6.5 out of 10 on matchmaking.
Yeah. I hope they don't make this bullshit a pay-per-view, which I'm sure they're going to. Dana came out and he's like, "Oh, we can do one pay-per-view a year." Fucking bullshit to make money.
Right. Yeah. I think it's gonna be on Paramount and potentially CBS. The way that they did the CBS thing last night, we're putting 4 fights on CBS, like the actual channel CBS. They started off with the 2 worst fights. I mean, I don't know who picked to start with those 2 fights. First of all, the Cody Garbrandt fight, he got kicked in the nuts the whole fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the one. You want to see that one on public live television.
Yeah, so, I mean, it was just, I don't know, it was a mess, I feel like, for what they did with that. But anyway, I know that was a lot, but that's how I feel about the White House card and all that shit.
Yeah, and then, boy, Max, I feel terrible. He got bitched this weekend.
I've never seen Max get dominated like that, dude.
He was on the feet, too. Charles was outboxing him, which is like something crazy to say about Max Holloway.
Yeah, I feel bad for Max Holloway because he looked like he was on that run to get back, and that's crazy. He's just crazy. He got absolutely dominated. UFC's crazy, dude.
Yeah, I know. I feel like it's probably him and Patty is going to be the fight to make. I hope he kills Patty.
That'd be a good one. All right, bro. Well, look, I appreciate the call.
All right, yep. Who dat?
Yeah, Saints free. They're saying the Saints are the favorite. I saw someone on Twitter saying that the Saints are the favorite to land Travis Etienne. How you feel about that? Because I don't know if that's really what I was looking for. Or, like, if we need that. Do we need that much running back? Do the Saints need that much running back? You know, you figure you have to pay him like $20 million, $25 million guaranteed. SpreadQuarters.
Hey, Devin.
Hey.
So, why are you talking all this Saints? How about the Saints draft? What are we going to get into?
Well, hopefully we're going to get into a good time and draft a amazing football player. Hopefully.
Oh, I hope.
I mean, or we might just draft a lineman, an offensive lineman out of Mississippi Valley State. We might just do that.
I don't know.
You like seltzers?
You mean like White Claw?
Yeah, but Beta made seltzers. I don't know if you're into them.
Really?
Yeah, you want to try them?
Yeah. Can you tell I had some seltzers tonight?
You had some tonight?
Yeah, I did.
Damn, I couldn't really tell, but I kind of could.
Yeah.
It's all right. I mean, don't feel bad about it. Don't feel bad about it. Live your life. Who cares? Who's judging you? You went to church this morning?
And we're going to Drew Brees Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, do it for Drew.
Yeah, that's my husband in the background. Yeah.
Yeah.
We going to Canton.
Y'all going to Canton. Pop.
Yes, sir.
Pop a seltzer open for that. I like that. I want to go to Canton too.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. No, I want to.
Are you going to go?
Y'all driving or flying?
We're flying.
All right, I think I'm going to drive.
Ooh, that's long.
I know, but I don't like flying, especially right now. First of all, I don't think people are working as hard these days, right? So that means the people that build the planes and shit, I don't think they working as hard either, right? So I don't trust planes right now. You see all the shit going on. I'm driving.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's a long drive.
Yeah, but you could stop more places. I could stop in more states.
That's really
True. You can make it a little, like, adventure.
I wonder what states I'm going to pass up on my way to Canton.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you.
Me neither. I need my globe. That's why I got a globe.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
No, but we need to know. We need to know who that nation's going to be out in Canton.
Yeah, like let us know where the party's going to be up there.
all right. Well, yeah. What y'all? Yeah. All right. Well, yeah. There's gonna be a party, so yeah, we got to figure it out. But I think I'm going.
Yeah, we're staying in Canton, so I'm hoping that Who Dat Nation is in Canton.
And not Cleveland.
Okay. Is that they close by? I don't know nothing about that shit.
I know it's no, it's all close, but not that close.
It's like 50 away to an hour.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah. See y'all in Canton.
Hell yeah.
See you in Canton.
Drew Brees.
Woo-hoo!
Go get them a beat of seltzers.
Yes, sir.
All right. Let me know. All right. Bye.
Love-
All right. Love you too. Take care of yourself and respect your body. SpreadQuarters.
Yo, Dad, what's up, bro? How we doing?
Doing all right. What's happening?
I'm doing all right, except for fucking LSU baseball is fucking trash. They done lost 4 out of 5 to fucking nobodies. They lost to McNeese State. They lost to Northeastern. They're about to lose a series to Sacramento fucking State. Do you even know? I don't know where the fuck Sacramento State's even at.
I don't feel like they're good at skateboarding, not baseball, huh?
Yeah, like surfing. Yeah.
I don't know, man. What's up with that?
pissed.
Yeah, I mean, dude, what's up with that? Like they lost to all like Reggie teams. You know what I'm saying? Like there's high grade marijuana, then there's Reggie. Well, we losing to Reggie teams.
And then we got to go play SEC starting next weekend. Like they're gonna belt to ass this team. They keep up this shit. And then it really pissed me off. We got to go up to Little Brother in fucking Lafayette, and they fucking smoke our shit 7-2. I don't know what's going on, but Jay better get them fucking right.
And you know they're not gonna forget that. I'm gonna tell you that they're not gonna forget that.
Yeah, good. They don't. They need to fucking hang that fucking the box score in their fucking room. But hey, other than that, this draft. We're getting close to the draft.
Yeah.
I just want to say, Mickey, he got no excuse to draft no fucking
Southwestern East State University fucking defensive player with a high relative athletic score. I don't want to see none of that shit.
I'm seeing a lot of meetings with linemen, dude. I got to be honest. I'm on Twitter, bro. I'm seeing the Saints are meeting with offensive linemen. Yes, I'm seeing it.
Oh my God. You know how bad this chat's gonna be if they do that, and how bad
I'm gonna love it. I'm gonna love every. I'm gonna hate it, but I'm gonna love every second of it because we've been through it so many times to where it's almost like a hurricane block party. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this sucks, but everybody's all collectively holy shit, what did they just do? And it's happened so many years to where it's almost like a tradition at this point.
Yeah, that they pick a whole lineman. But the thing is, they suck at it.
Well, they didn't suck last year at it. Calvin Banks was good.
Yeah, finally. But
McCoy was good in the second.
That one for 8?
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Yeah, they've missed on a lot of them. So, I mean, Cesar Ruiz is still on this team. Cesar Ruiz is still on this football team. I ain't heard nothing about Cesar Ruiz. What's going on, man? How is he still on the team?
Terrorist guy. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. He's paid off somehow. He got dirt on Mickey too.
Who you looking at? Who you think the Saints gonna make a splash in free agency? They saying some rumor said that just a rumor said that they the favorite to land ATN.
Devon A-Chain?
ATN from the Jaguars.
Oh, ATN. Oh, ETN. Yeah. I mean, I like that. I like Kenny Walker too, but I don't know if that price is going to be a little much. But I mean, shit, we're finally not negative $300 fucking million this year. You know, got a quarterback go for it.
I'll tell you what, though. I'm going to tell you who I'd be real happy if they went after. Because especially if you lose in DeMario, and you might lose Cam, you're going to need a defensive presence there, especially at the linebacker spot. I don't think Stutzman's enough. I'm sorry. So how about a guy like Devin Lloyd? They should go after him. And I've seen him make buku plays. So I don't know what the Jaguars are doing.
I ain't familiar with him.
Okay.
Where he play?
I don't know what the Jaguars are doing. I don't know if they plan on, really letting him go to free agency. But, I mean, you could get this dude on a 1-year deal. You get him on a 1-year deal, like a prove-it deal. And I think he'd be a great addition, man. So there's a couple dudes at that linebacker position. The Saints
is he inside, outside linebacker?
He's an inside linebacker.
Okay.
I don't know if he fits the scheme now because I forget what the Jaguars run.
Yeah.
He's a good player and he gets turnovers. Good player. He ain't no DeMario Davis. He ain't no thick linebacker like that, but he's a good player.
Is he more pass rush?
I watched him get a 96-yard pick six to the house this past season. Not even kidding.
Oh shit! So he can move.
Yeah,
he's more pass block. I mean, pass rush.
Quay Walker's another one. I see in the chat. Quay Walker's another one. And I said a couple weeks on the show, Harold Perkins would be one of them ones I wouldn't be mad if the Saints drafted. It'd be late in the draft. Mm-hmm. Wouldn't be mad if the Saints drafted blank Harold Perkins. Wouldn't be mad if the Saints drafted blank the Navy receiver, or receiver running back dude. So there's a couple dudes late that I think they could get. Pals win. Just came through in the chat. The Pals win. Wow.
Holy crap.
Holy shit.
Hey, last thing I said before I get out of here, Devin White, he had that big freshman there, and then he kind of it wasn't the same. But you know who he reminds me of? That he got to the NFL, and he was just in a terrible LSU defense, and then all of a sudden it's like, whoa, this dude is a freaking all-pro player. The fucking linebacker or defensive lineman from Minnesota that went to LSU.
Oh, Danielle Hunter. Danielle Hunter.
Yes.
Yeah.
And a bunch of those dudes that were in that madhouse defense.
Well, he plays. Danielle Hunter plays for the Texans now.
My bad. Did he used to be a Viking?
Used to be a Viking, but he plays for the Texans. Yeah. He was a part of that amazing Texans defense this past year.
But yeah, he reminds me of that. He just wasn't in a good scheme at LSU, and I feel like somebody like Staley get their hands on him. They ain't gonna fuck it up.
But he was also a dude that had to grow, and there was a lot of guys like that coming out of LSU at that time. What's another one? He's still in the league. Arden Key, still in the league.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like they just had to grow, and dude, you got to realize these dudes were pencils. When they were at LSU.
Yeah, at LSU, yeah. They didn't have no weight on them or much.
All right, well, yeah.
But, yeah. Appreciate you, Dev. Flock up. Like to hear that. Go Tigers. Who that? Peace,
all right, brother. Who that? Italians. Yeah, see, I agree. Who That Nation. I'd like to address whatever O-line concerns we may need in free agency. I don't want to have to do the first round pick O-lineman again. I really wouldn't. I wouldn't like to do it. Wouldn't like to do it. If they want to do a second round O-lineman, okay, maybe, but I really wouldn't even like to do that. You know, if you want to go get O-lineman, go get him in the fifth. See, and there's always a few people who think, and I'm not saying y'all wrong. I'm not saying y'all wrong. Because, you know, technically the Saints need a lot. So I'm not saying nobody's wrong, but there's always some people who really do support the O-line in the first round pick. Always. Always. It's never 100% we don't want an O-line in the first. There's always going to be a few people that are like, you know what, we need the O-line. I'm not that person. I'll be the first to tell you, bro. I can't get up for that. Not as many years as we've done it, especially the last 10 years. We've done it, what, 5 times, 6 times? 5 times? I'd be like, I was on a live stream when we drafted Cesar Ruiz. And I still have that video saved in my computer somewhere of I had never heard of Cesar Ruiz. I had never heard of him. He played at Michigan. And I never heard of him. So I was just blown away by it. It was, yeah, dude, LSU's, I don't know what's going on, dude. It's not good, though. They losing to bad teams. I don't want to say they all bad, but they just, you know, it's LSU baseball, bro. SpreadQuarters.
Mayo, fish fry, brother.
Fish fry, what's happening, dude?
First call got through.
Let's go. There you go. One call, that's all. Fish fry.
What more? Call me more. I'm gonna start calling it Morris Bart.
Morris Bart. How you feel about Morris Bart? Fish fry?
That's why my truck insurance is so fucking high, higher than giraffe pussy.
So what are they doing? They just because people always say that. What are they doing? Chasing
ambulances, dude.
But like, why do people always say that's why my car? Can you explain that to me by any chance? Like, why do they?
It's ambulance chasers. Like, insurance agencies get sued after, you know, you hit an 18-wheeler, whatever, you get in a wreck. You know, insurance agencies get sued. You have insurance. Insurance pays out your lawsuit, and your insurance goes up. That's why insurance is so high. And people in Louisiana can't drive as it is. Matter of fact, I almost got sideswiped coming from between Loyola and Williams the other day. Picked up shrimp fry at the airport. And almost got sideswiped twice.
Oh, in Canada? Yeah. Dude, they drive them blindfolded in Canada, dude. They don't,
dude.
motherfucker, they got so much shit in the car, they can barely even see. You know what I'm saying?
It looks like they live out that motherfucker.
Dude, look, bro, I worked in Canada for 5 years. Nobody can drive out there. Nobody.
No, not at all. Not at all.
And I sold cars, right? And we put a piece of shit out there for under $5,000. Nobody pulled up quicker to buy that piece of shit than a Kenner resident.
Than a motherfucking Kenner.
Dude, Kenner resident, they pulling up. You couldn't even put it online, and they were pulling up. They like fixing cars. Yeah.
Like them old beaters.
They like fixing them. Yeah. All right. What's going on? What else is going on, Fish Fry?
I got to call in. We've got to do a study on why beer tastes so good on Sunday, man. We got to do it.
It's doing it again.
I need a scientific study, dude. I'm heavy in on the Busch Light right now.
Oh, you on Busch Light?
Dude, that's bang for your buck, good beer, dude. Oh my gosh.
Man, it's crazy. 2026 and Busch made it, man. That wasn't easy. It wasn't easy, bro. There was some dark days there. You know, a lot of beer
30
came out.
30 rack for $22.99, man. You can't beat it with a handful of lotion.
There's some beers that didn't make it. You know, that I used to drink back in the day. I don't think Red Dog made it. I don't believe Red Dog made it. If anybody could let me know.
All about it made it. It's like Busch Light, PBR's made it.
PBR made it, but they were always core to their values, right? So they would sell you cheap. It's been that way. You know what I'm saying? You want a cheap draft beer, PBR, they always been there for you. What about is Milwaukee's Best still around?
Milwaukee's Best is still on the map.
That's an
Milwaukee's
awful,
Best is still on the map.
Beer. It's an awful beer.
Awesome beer?
No, awful beer. Awful.
Oh, I was about to say, I was about to question you right there.
No, it's an awful beer. Hey, Natty Light,
Just
they did a
cracked open another
rebrand. The Natty Light did a rebrand, so they looking a little
With the Natter Days?
Yeah, they looking a little classy.
Yeah, they did. I did spring break before COVID, dude.
What about Keystone? Is that still around?
Keystone's still around, man, but all it is Coors. All it is like the secondhand Coors Light, you know? It's like taking a secondhand puff off a cig, you know? It's all it is a byproduct of Busch Light. I mean, Coors Light.
So what are your top 5 beers?
Top 5 beers?
Yeah.
It depends. Where am I at? Put me in the situation.
Okay. You are at, let's say you at a concert. You at a Leonard Skinner concert.
Leonard Skinner?
Yeah.
Well, first off, I'm going Busch Light. Got to. If they have it. Busch Light. Then I'm going Michelob. I'm going Coors. And then I'm going... I'm probably going Bud Light. I know it's not a fan favorite. Probably going Bud Light.
Dude.
And then, like, I'm probably going, Coors Banquet. Maybe Coors Banquet might slide up a little bit. Depends on how many I've had.
Why you drink all these corporate machine beers, dude?
Because they don't have brewery beers at a Skinner concert, dude.
Yeah, they're gonna have an Abita there. You don't like Abita?
Dude, I disrespect my body so much, dude. I'm on that. If they have Abita, I'm drinking it.
Okay, but Bud Light sucks, dude. I'm sorry, not like I just don't think it tastes that
for like
bad.
a 4th place beer, like if you climb your way down the ladder as you go, like by the time you get to Bud Light, like on your 4th choice of beer, I mean,
I'll drink Miller Lite all day before I touch a Bud Light. I don't
like Miller Lite, man. I don't. I used to. I got burned out on college in it, man.
Yeah.
Dude, we've had a large weekend up here. Fish Fry's had a large weekend. Crescent City Steaks on Friday. Shrimp File flew in from East Carolina. Flew in, took us to Crescent City Steaks on NIL money. Went to Caesars, hit a lick on that. And then went to Chop House Saturday last night. And then we went to Vintage Ride. Dude, you ever been to Vintage Ride Club?
I think I have been, yeah. I think so.
Oh, God, dude. I fell in love at least 7 times in that place.
So what? Were you just looking? Just looking? You fell in love? You mean like just looking around?
No, I was joking. I was joking.
Okay. Out. Yeah. All right. Hell yeah. Fish fry. All right, brother. Well,
anything over 35 was in danger last night.
Oh, I'm sure they were.
I got a question for you. I got a topic for tonight. Worst roads in America, because I got something for you.
Worst roads?
Worst roads in America. Worst roads in what state has the worst roads? Top 3.
I ain't been in that many states to get. I might have been to 3 states. You know what I'm saying? So
you drove to Omaha.
No, I didn't drive to Omaha. I drove to Clemson. So yeah, I did.
Clemson.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Worst roads.
Okay.
Worst roads. I give you Louisiana, right? Because who has the worst roads than us? Nobody. Yeah.
Nobody. Look, dude, I was driving, going to eat the other night. I hit a pothole so big it rattled my teeth. I hit a pothole so big it knocked a tampon out of a fucking nun, brother. It was huge. I had to get out and check on my truck. It was horrible.
Why you had to bring nuns into this?
Just what came to mind, man.
Sick. It's sick. That's the problem. That's what came to mind. That's sick. Fish fry. But glad you had a good weekend, man. Glad you had a good weekend. It's looking like Alante Taylor's definitely going. That's the word around town. He's definitely going. He's looking for a lot of money. I saw some number around 20 million and shit. I don't know what's going on there. But looks like Alonte's going. Six Flags to become a production studio, sports complex, indoor water park, and hotels. Motherfucker, that's 4 things. When are people with all this money gonna realize that this shit right here don't work? You gotta pick one. You can't make it a production studio, a sports complex, an indoor water park, and hotels. Not even hotels. That shit ain't gonna work. Motherfucker, you in New Orleans East, you could throw a rock to St. Bernard Parish. Neither St. Bernard, New Orleans East, it's not happening, bro. Six Flags was a huge exception. Huge exception because Six Flags was fucking popping back then. All over the country. If you had a Six Flags, motherfuckers were pulling up. I mean, it was literally it was the cousin to Disney World. You know, so Six Flags worked. That worked. And I'll never forget it. I had my Six Flags season pass before Katrina, you know, and when I evacuated for Katrina, I remember having my Six Flags season pass in my wallet. Like it was like fucking CIA clearance. So, trust me, I ain't forgot, but this right here, production studio, sports complex, indoor water park, and hotels. That shit ain't. I'm casting my vote. That ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. What they should have did is they should have put like, I don't know, some type of like prestigious fucking culinary place there. You know, culinary building, culinary campus. You know? Fucking Red Bean Institute. You know, you could have did some New Orleans shit. Instead, they went with the old outlet mall idea or whatever the fuck you would call this that never works. This shit never works. I mean, I guess I'm excited about the sports complex. What kind of sports complex we talking? Like, is NFL players going to be training there and shit? Is it going to be like how, you know, Disney World's got the Wild World of sports and the Bucks be training? Is it going to be like that? That kind of sports complex? Or is it just like sports complex where you can play wall ball and racquetball? Because again, it's 2026. What the fuck are we doing? You got to know what's in and what's out. Indoor water park? I'm just not seeing it. I don't care how good your slides are. First of all, if it's indoors, that freaks me out. I don't think motherfuckers down here like swimming like that. I just don't. So, I think that's the biggest fail right there, the indoor water park. The fuck? Why are we doing that? Hotels? Yeah, I mean, sure, you want to get a hotel room. And can you imagine getting a hotel room at Six Flags? At the Six Flags site? Like, motherfucker, you are in the middle of nowhere. You basically in Mishu. That's going to be the hotel that pops up when people are coming from out of town. Cheapest deal. It's going to be the fucking Six Flags. The Six Flags hotel. People are going to mistakenly book that hotel thinking that they in New Orleans, which technically, but they got motherfucking gators are going to be by you and shit. Yeah, it's there it is right there, Popeyes. It reeks of money laundering. Just, yeah, I'm getting Ozark vibes with this. I'm going to say it again. It's a production studio, sports complex, indoor water park, and hotels. That's like when a tobacco shop sells vapes, phones, get your nails done, and a massage all in one store. Yeah, I don't think it'll get built either. I think it's a bad plan. I think it's not a creative plan. You know, if you're going to do something with this spot that's been sitting there, first of all, I don't think they should have removed any of the shit until they had a golden plan. Not this. This ain't a golden plan. You don't remove the Mega Zephyr Because I liked going into St. Bernard Parish, seeing the Mega Zephyr on the left. That's historic to me. That made me feel good. Made me think of my childhood and shit like that. They go and destroy the Mega Zephyr, take it down. That was a big deal. I'm sorry, it was a big deal. And now they're going to tell us that they making a production studio, sports complex, indoor water park. And we know that this shit ain't getting built. Why did you pull the Mega Zephyr down? We don't even want to ride it. We just wanted it to be there when we were driving past it. It's like the fucking castle. You know, don't ever pull the castle down because I want to see the castle when I'm driving. You shouldn't have pulled the Mega Zephyr down. I strongly disagree with that. You don't even have a golden plan to replace it. By the way, can anybody give me a tour Six Flags? I was thinking about that the other day. If anybody knows anybody that could get me in the Six Flags, to where I can run a little vlog, you know, walk around Six Flags, seeing whatever's left. I don't know what exactly is left. But I'd like to tour the premise before they build the super outlet mall / water park / hotel / sports complex. I'd like to get in there. So hit me up, man. Hit me up on my email. If you know anybody that can get me in the Six Flags. Because I was thinking about that the other day. SpreadQuarters.
Yo, it's Meatsy.
What up, Meatsy?
I got one question for you. It's what could be the one thing the Saints do tomorrow during free agency that would just throw you back and you'd be like, oh shit, I did not see that coming?
I mean, you really want to know?
Yeah, definitely.
Steal Mike Evans from the Bucks.
Oh, that'd be crazy.
You want to talk about something just absolutely insane that we didn't expect to happen that could maybe, it's not like completely out the question. He's a free agent. I don't know what they're doing. Because you could never imagine Mike Evans not playing for the Bucks, right? So either they just going to figure this out tomorrow or I don't know, but from what I'm seeing as of today, he's a free agent.
Oh, that would be nuts. And then we sign Lattimore right back too.
Yeah. Because, I mean, the fact of the matter is Mike Evans is still good enough. I mean, to definitely be, you know, a 2 receiver, you know, at minimum.
Right. So, and dude, he would be, he'd kind of be something that we would need, though. Like, he'd be that possession receiver on third down. He would be. Who's going to catch the ball.
He would be, and Shuck could definitely get this motherfucker the ball. Like, definitely.
And, dude, Evans is a touchdown machine, too, dude, in the red zone, our red zone problems. Yeah. Shuck. I mean, that's not really. And I was thinking what mine is, which I'm going to steal from Mike Triplett. I was reading something he was saying, and it brought up my question, too. And it was like we trade for A.J. Brown.
I don't love A.J., but, like, to me, I'd rather the Mike Evans, which is probably not going to happen. Tampa's probably going to, I mean, I can't ever see them really, truly letting this dude go, right? He's a Tampa Bay legend. But if I got to pick out of two, man, I'd rather take, like, the little bit of time and probably way less money on the Mike Evans thing. How many years are you going to get on Mike Evans? 1, 2, whatever. Because of all these things we said. He's reliable in the red zone, 100%. He's a reliable target to throw it up to. He fits what Shuck does, right? A.J. Brown, we don't know what he is reliable at.
True.
What is he? What could you say A.J. Brown definitely can do for you every football game?
Oh, man. I couldn't. Besides, like, sideline annex, there's nothing really too consistent.
I mean, I saw Mike Evans sit out most of the year this year, and when he came back, literally the first game he came back, dude, he was catching crazy balls. You know?
Right. Right. I mean, he was probably one of the reasons the Bucs didn't make the playoffs was his absence most of the season.
Yeah. So
you know, because Baker definitely kind of fell off like midway through the season towards the end because he didn't have his weapons no more.
Another thing is what's going to happen with Taysom Hill, right? That would be a shocking thing if we get through this week and we wind up hearing that, oh, well, Taysom Hill's, it's not that he's retiring, he's not coming back, but he's going to Denver or something like that. That would be crazy.
I think it'll be crazy too because all these veteran players, and they did this percent rule with Camara.
Yeah.
And what Kellen Moore was basically kind of saying, because if you listen to Kellen Moore last year, like he don't really give you hints, but the way he says it about certain things, you can kind of like just see where it's going to go.
Yeah.
And he was kind of just saying, hey, with all these older players, we're just going to kind of see what happens. You know, like, hey, with Jordan deciding to test free agency, like we've got enough cap space now. We're out of cap hell. Like we've got money to spend this year. And I think if you convert, like I think 10 more players and rework their contracts, like we have $50 million in cap space that we could potentially have at any given moment. So it's like we told Cam, like, hey, we'll take you 18.1 million dead money hit because it doesn't really matter. We'll absorb that, but now you can't use it as leverage against us. So now if you want to come back, then you come back at what we really want, you know? And I think that's going to happen with all these older players. And I think it's going to be this phase out that it's going to be a lot more rapid than as fans that we kind of want to see. But it's going to be like, all right, hey, we hear it's a new era.
But I mean, it hasn't. We all know that it hasn't been rapid because if anybody's hung on to their veterans long, it's the Saints.
Well, yeah.
Who's held on to their veterans?
As far as rapid, it's going to be like I think cut ties. You're going to see it might be this offseason where like all those names we just mentioned, it's like, oh shit, they're all gone.
Yeah, I mean it's crazy, dude. Like I expected from since the last game, DeMario would probably move on. Just from how he sounded.
Yeah.
But the Cam Jordan thing was very surprising, man, that they couldn't. But it is like flipping a new page for the Saints. Like they doing something that they never do. And they basically saying, you know what, man, we can't do it this year. Or we can at this price. But if you want something beyond that, then you can just go test the market and then hit us back. No love lost. Absolutely no love lost. But like this is us now.
Yeah, well, and we got the money to spend. Like, but I think the previous years we were so cap strapped that you had to do what you had to do, and it's like, oh shit, if we want to have any chance of having anything on the field, it's like, hey, yeah, we have to do this for you. You know, we're going to give you $32 million signing bonus up front, you know, just for you to play, and we're going to spread it out through 100 years, you know, type stuff. You know, but I tell you one last thing I'll say, that little Kai Farley guy, dude. If somebody's going to get him soon. Like, so we better start, like, I don't know if he's got to be the highest paid person, but he needs to be the highest paid person ever in the history of NFL because without him, I don't know if we can do what we do.
Another name, Kayvon Chason, former LSU player. He's going to be a free agent too. So, you know, maybe if the Saints.
That's like that O-lineman from Buffalo, Will Clappenham, was former teammates.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, so I'm hoping we do like everybody said, O-line free agency. Hey, let's get Mike Evans. Let's do
That'd
that.
Be crazy.
I'm with you on the line. Yeah, I'm with you on the linebacker thing for like, hey, like if we like now that's what the thing about ATN too. I think if we get ATN running back and free agent, that just takes us out the love thing.
Yeah,
like, we pay this free agent
I don't want to pay him that much money, man.
No, and I kind of don't like. Hey, if we're gonna draft a running back, like let's go. Are we gonna want a new running back? Let's get Love. Let's get the young guy who can also play receiver.
Yeah, but you're gonna wind up paying as much money probably for him than you would for ATN. I don't know. I guess I don't know.
Well, you're gonna get him on the rookie contract, so it's gonna you got your quarterback and your star running back both on rookie contracts. You know, and it's like, oh shit, dude, the sky's the limit. At that point.
What's a top? What is a top 10 rookie contract? I mean, I feel like it's a lot now, huh?
I mean, it's a lot, but we're not talking Sam Bradford, $63 million or whatever guaranteed before you take a snap.
Oh
you know
God.
what I'm saying?
He used to eat the Saints up. Sam Bradford. Oh my God. I watched him. Dude, I went to Minnesota and watched the Saints open up Kamara's rookie year, 2017. We wound up playing Minnesota again in the playoffs, the missed tackle. But I watched Sam Bradford the first game of the year in Minnesota light us. I mean, he carved the Saints up that night, dude. They could not stop him. He carved us up, bro.
Hey, Bradford was a beast, though. And he stayed in the league a lot longer than I thought he would.
Yeah, he went to Oklahoma?
Yeah, Oklahoma. He was that same Heisman winner around like the Jason White. Remember, it was just, and that's how Oklahoma kind of gets the stigma that like quarterbacks that win the Heisman come out there and don't really do shit.
Yeah, we had drafted by the St. Louis Rams, I believe.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, and then he played. Didn't he go? Wasn't he with the Lions at one point too? And then he was with the Vikings.
Yeah, he's with a few teams. The Vikings was one of them. He didn't finish that whole season. Case Keenum came in, and that's who beat us in the
Yeah. And that was probably Bradford's best season, where he was kind of lighting everybody up at that point.
Yeah, quarterbacks do be going to Minnesota, kind of going off. I don't know what the fuck happens, but
hey, so you think Geno Smith or somebody like that goes to Minnesota?
I'm thinking Kyler Murray goes to Minnesota.
Oh, you think Murray? That would be a good one then. Yeah. Dude, Minnesota would be hard to. Oh, that'd be tough.
I'm thinking Kyler Murray's going to Minnesota. I'm thinking that Malik Willis, he's most likely going to go to Arizona, because you know who the coach of Arizona is, right? It's Matt LaFleur's LaFleur's brother.
Yeah, I can't think of his first name, but I know. Then he was with Green Bay,
and then Malik Willis was with Green Bay, so I could see him going to Arizona. Geno Smith, I'm sorry, I just don't see him getting a starting job. I mean, he played horrible.
Maybe if you got a team like maybe the Browns or some team that's kind of trying to bridge their young quarterback, which I don't know, man. We don't have a lot of bridge. Like they don't have a lot of teams this year where you would kind of think they would have a bridge quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, I could see Geno Smith maybe going back to the Jets.
Oh, yeah, maybe the Jets. Yeah, because I mean, at the top of the draft, you got Mendoza, and then you don't have anybody else for a while.
Right. So, like, what are they gonna do?
Yeah, so the Jets are without a quarterback again. That's interesting too, because I think Core wants to play also. So I'd like the draft compensation for him. And I know we don't like talking.
Nobody
about
wants Core.
I know, but there's got to be some interest somewhere.
Shalman High wouldn't take Core right now, dude. I'm telling you, bro. Nobody wants him.
I mean,
no calls.
God damn, dude.
No calls. The phone is not ringing, dude. It's not ringing, dude.
I'm just trying to get that extra draft pick.
Yeah, maybe the Jets. Maybe Core to the Jets. Yeah. They are gonna hate him. Oh my God.
Oh, dude. Everybody's.
I mean, New Orleans. We bad. We passionate. You know what I'm saying? New York is gonna hate him. Oh my God.
Oh, dude. Hey, dude, that would be the perfect scenario for us, the Saints fans. Like for him to go somewhere else where somebody hates him more than we do.
Oh, they gonna for sure, dude. Yeah, they gonna for sure.
That would be that'd be the ticket. But well, look, man, y'all have a good night, bro. It's good talking to you. I'll try to call in next week.
All right, Meesy.
All right, later.
What is the perfect fit for Derek Carr? The Raiders were, because they lose a lot and they just grateful to have a good quarterback, a decent quarterback. So the Raiders were perfect because they know they're going to lose. They cool with losing. Derek Carr's cool with losing. He'll tell you why he's good while they losing. SpreadQuarters.
Hey, it's Mickey D's right here.
Yo, what's happening?
What's happening, old Mayo?
Nah, shit, chilling.
Shit, I'm over here with fucking fish fry. No, fish fry. We gotta get his life together.
Oh well, I mean, we've been had to get his life. I mean, what you gonna do? Motherfucker's living a whole life, a whole one.
Motherfucker, dude. I drank 12 beers today. This dude drank 36. I'm trying to get his fucking life together.
36 beers.
Yeah, dude. Fish fry is out of control, bro. I thought I was gonna call you to get them together.
Motherfucker drinks like Andre the Giant. I mean, Jesus Lord.
That's what I'm telling you, dog. Like, and I'm watching these shit ass Tigers, bro. I'm about sick of this shit.
Yeah, I don't know, man. You know anybody that knows I play baseball? I don't really know anybody.
I know a bunch of them. I used to be. Hey, see, I was D1, but I got kicked out of the team for drinking, so I had to fucking figure this shit out.
Damn. What happened? They caught you drinking, or like you were drunk playing?
Yeah. Hey, matter of fact, hold Mayo. Look, bro, they said I was a bad influence on the younger players. I ain't putting up with this shit.
So wait, this was why you were playing?
Yeah, this is when I was in high school at Dutch Train, right there in Dehan.
Okay, and then so they
said I was a bad influence on the younger players.
Because were you drinking like while you were playing baseball, or were you drinking outside?
No. I was drinking before, and I was just like, I used to go to the parties and stuff. So like they said I was a bad influence on the younger players, and I said, man, that's bullshit.
And you were drinking before the baseball practices?
No, I was drinking just before, like for the parties and shit.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
But dude, you seen when they hit the ball to right field earlier and left field. I'm sorry. Boy, fucking, he over there stumbling and shit like he been drinking. And next thing you know, they scored 2. I ain't putting up with this shit.
Oh, man, what are we gonna do, dude? They losing the fucking community colleges and shit, bro. It's not good.
Bro, it's trash, bro. We need to bring back fucking 2023 when we go into the ship.
That was a great year. Paris Giambi. Yeah, Beloso. I mean, that was just so much fun, dude. That was so much fun, man. Really was. Really missed that.
Absolutely, bro. We need to bring that shit back. Because the LSU baseball we got right now, straight trash. Straight booty meat. I ain't putting up with this shit.
You sound like you're talking out of somebody's pocket right now. Sounds like you're in a pocket.
Out of somebody.
Sound like you got a sock covering the phone.
I may be my kids. I got that old phone and shit,
Sound like you're on a BlackBerry.
A BlackBerry. Come on now.
You playing Brick Breaker?
Brick Breaker. Come on, bro. We ain't doing all that shit.
What was your first phone? What was your first phone?
My first phone?
Yeah.
Shit, that was the flip phone.
Yeah, I had a Sprint.
The Razor.
Oh, yeah. Razor?
Absolutely.
What color was your Razor?
I had the pink one.
You had the pink one. I knew you did. I knew it.
I knew you did.
That's why I asked. Because I knew dudes who were buying the pink Razor. I knew them. They were in Chalmette buying the pink Razor.
What other color? What color you had? What was your first phone?
Silver. Huh? I'm a dude. I had silver. Man. I was a dude. So I was like, let me just get the silver. You were like, hey, let me get the pink.
Yeah. So you had the silver one. I had the pink one. I mean, what it do, bro?
I guess it was acceptable at the time. I don't know. I don't know. Everybody had the pink Razor though, dude. It was like Charizard. It was like getting Charizard for Pokemon. You had to get the pink Razor. Everybody had to get. I remember this shit.
Yeah, that's what you say. You're talking about PSA 10 at that point.
Yeah. Damn, bro. All right. Well, look. Good call, man. I'm glad you're still on the Razor, man. That's nostalgic.
Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna call you back next time on the same Razor I got now.
All right, I believe it. All right, dude.
All right, bye.
Walking around with a pink Razor, dude. It's like, dude, that was like the only phone that ever came out to where it was like acceptable. Nobody even questioned you. If you had a pink Razor, you're like, oh, you get the pink Razor? Nobody cared if you were a dude or girl. Yeah. Oh, you got the pink Razor, huh? Okay. SpreadQuarters, last caller.
First and foremost, smash that like for my boy.
Let's go. Yeah.
Smash that like.
Yeah, thumbs up on the stream if you got time, man. I really appreciate it. I didn't say nothing about it the whole stream. I'm glad you remind me though. Any time we can get over 100 likes on the stream, that really helps out the show. People see it more, man. If not, we just gonna stay underground, which I'm cool with that too. But I'm figuring I'd ask.
I gotta tell the chat, smash that like, bro. Smash that like. That last dude was wild. I don't know why he had a pink Razor. I had a gray or what was it, gray or black? I don't know.
Yeah. No, I knew dudes who had the pink Razor though. There's a lot of dudes who had the pink Razor.
Was it like a fashion statement?
It was the best way I could compare it to, it was like a holographic. It was like a holographic card. It was a holographic Razor. It was the pink Razor. But that was back when, dude, hold on. This is another thing. That was back when Abercrombie and Fitch and all that shit was big. Motherfuckers were wearing pink, bro. A lot more pink was being worn then.
I'm not gonna disagree with you, but you gotta kind of see where I'm coming from. That's kind of suspect, bro. That's kind of sus.
I never had a pink Razor. Yeah, so I'm with you. I never had a pink Razor. Now, did I low key like, damn, that's kind of tight, pink, but I didn't pull the trigger.
You said low key, son. You thought that was low key? Okay.
Low key, I was like, wow, pink Razor. Yeah, just like that. Just like that.
Bro.
That's
I
how it
gotta
was.
watch you,
No,
bro.
that was it. That was it. I was just like, wow, Pink Razor.
You sure? Because you were like low key on it, son.
No, I wasn't. I was just low key. Like, wow, Pink Razor, cool. That's cool.
Listen, bro. I got on the stream late again. My bad. It was at Hooters. Got a little out of control again. I appreciate you being here on a Sunday, on a non-Saints Sunday. I gotta ask you, how do you feel about? And you might have discussed this, so I apologize. What do you think about that guy from the Raiders with all the tattoos? I can't think of his name right now. Getting traded to Baltimore. I understand we need the O-line, but I mean, this is some guy we get picked up, right?
No, he was not coming to Saints. That's a guy, Crosby. That's a guy.
Yeah, Crosby.
He was gonna end up somewhere. He already served his time, playing for the Raiders, so he was gonna end up on a great team. And the fact that he ends up on the Ravens is like the least surprising thing ever. Like, that is the most Ravens pickup. Like, he is gonna fit in as a Raven right away. It makes sense. It's just a really good fit. The Ravens always get these guys. They always wind up getting these. It's because historically the Ravens have that vicious defense. Really good defensive players, they want to play for the Ravens, dude. You know, just like they want to play for Pittsburgh, you know, so.
So, okay, I hear you, but let me ask you this. And I was surprised when I heard it today at Hooters when we were sitting. I sit with a bunch of knuckleheads. But one of the guys pulled up the app. The Ravens are number 4 on whatever sports that app they use. Number 4 to win the Super Bowl. Can you believe that shit?
Yeah, I believe it. I believe that they number 4 because they're not gonna be number 1 because they probably not gonna win the Super Bowl. That's like.
But number 4, you think they're number 4?
Well, I mean, dude, they got a complete. If they healthy, they have a complete team. I mean, if you go back to the first game of the year when they played Buffalo, they wound up losing. But I mean, bro, when they had all their healthy players on the field, they put up a lot of points. They very explosive. Derrick Henry, you know, it was a sight to see. But they just couldn't stay healthy. Lamar couldn't stay healthy. If they ain't got Lamar, they go nowhere.
Yeah, you're right. 2 things, and I'm gonna let you go. One, we also put a bet tonight at Hooters. Saints are 10. I think it was a plus 10,000 that they win the Super Bowl. So we all put up some money on that. What do you think, bro? I think Shook should make it a little less than that. Why is it 10,000?
Because it's the Saints, and we've only won one Super Bowl in the history of football.
Legit.
That's
all right.
wild.
That checks out. You watched the fight last night?
I did. You know, the only thing about the main event is just wasn't much BMF about it. You know, it was the boring motherfucker. That's what it was, because they would just Charles Oliveira just had him. He found that strategy, and that was it. He saw how easy it was to get him to the ground, and that was it, man.
Yeah.
That was it.
So what? Last thing. When is the last time you seen Oliveira be a beast on the ground like that?
True, because usually he'll get his chin hit, and yeah, but like that means that his opponent Max Holloway had 0 answers. You know what I'm saying? I've seen Charles Oliveira grapple with, you know, the likes of Michael Chandler and all these other guys, and you know, Michael Chandler was able to stop him until he couldn't, and then he wound up getting tapped out. I think it was in the second round. But it just seemed like Oliveira knew going into that fight, dude, he ain't gonna be able to stop this. This is exactly what I'm gonna do, and that's what he did the whole fight.
That was his game plan for sure.
If I would have been Max, if I was Max though, I don't understand how you were unable not once really to get up, not once really to stop a takedown. Max Holloway's better than that. He is. He's better than that. So that's what was surprising. He's better than that.
It wasn't until the last 10 seconds, 15 seconds of the fight that he was actually able to stand up from being on the ground. But I'm telling you, bro, and everybody was here at my house last night, that dude has not been that good on the ground for about 4 or 5 years.
Well, because he's been getting knocked out. Yeah, he's been getting knocked out.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Taporia wasn't having it. Taporia was not having it. He was not having none of that shit, because I'm sure that was the plan for him against Taporia. Taboria wasn't having it. He knocked his lights out. That was it. You know what I'm saying? Now, he did do it to Gamrot. He did do it to Gamrot, and Gamrot is a pretty good, he's a pretty good wrestler, pretty good fighter. So he did it to Gamrot, and that was pretty outstanding. And then he carried that momentum and did it to fucking Max Holloway, which, what a win, man. What a win.
You're right, bro. And I'll say this, smash the like for my boy. And I appreciate taking my call. Keep doing what you're doing, brother. We appreciate you.
All right, bro. Take care. Thank you, man. Yeah, X Games coming to New Orleans. I see in the chat anybody talked about it. I don't think we have, but I'm doing media for it. I was there when they did the announcement in the Superdome. I was there. X Games Championship. It's the first ever X Games Championship that they doing like this. It's the first one ever. First time. I'm 33. I never recall X Games coming down here. If they did, I missed it. I don't ever recall X Games. I ain't ever heard of no Tony Hawk in New Orleans. When y'all ever heard about Tony Hawk in New Orleans? I've never heard of it. So when I got the email from Greater New Orleans Sports asking me to do the media, I was very excited, dude, because of that right there. I've never heard of Bob Burnquist being in New Orleans. Bucky Laskett. Ryan Sheckler. I've never heard of any of these people ever being in New Orleans, so I just thought that it was a legend. It was like just a once-in-a-lifetime thing. So first thing I asked him at the announcement, the X Games Championship announcement, was, is Tony Hawk coming to New Orleans? Let's not beat around the bush here, bro. Is Tony Hawk coming to New Orleans? And the guy that runs it, I think his name's Jeremy Bloom, who's a former Colorado football player. I think he played for Andy Reid and the Eagles too. He said that Tony Hawk is usually there doing the commentary, usually at all the events. I mean, it's the first time ever doing an X Games Championship. The final's going to be here in New Orleans. Tony Hawk is going to be in New Orleans. Bob Burnquist is going to be in New Orleans. And think about that whole thing. And then they got two big musical performers that coming. All their musical performers that the X Games have had, they went down the list. It's all been like popping ass fucking musical artists. So it's gonna be like a whole week long thing. It's gonna be super dope, bro. It's July 24th through the 26th. I'm pretty sure they're gonna make general admission relatively cheap to get in to where they could fill it. It's in the Superdome. So it's skateboarding, vert, going down the vert, so they got a girl, I think she's 13 years old. Reese. She's like I think she won a silver medal. At 13. Might even want to go. I'd have to check. Don't hold me to that, but motocross. So it's skateboarding, it's motocross, and then BMX, all in the Superdome. Tony Hawk, dude. Can you imagine? I hope I get to meet Tony Hawk, bro. I never asked to meet notable people, bro. I don't. But I'm going to tell you, there's been some exceptions in my life to where I can't deny how I feel. The Rock was one of them. My entire life, I've seen The Rock on the TV. And went out my way to watch The Rock. My whole life. So, that was crazy. The fucking Drew Brees, I'd always say, is crazy. But Tony Hawk. I mean, this is before social media. Tony Hawk was worldwide, dude. Fucking worldwide, bro. Star without social media. So, hey, do me a favor, man. I'm about to wrap the show up. If y'all haven't thrown a thumbs up on the stream, man, I greatly appreciate it. If you're not subscribed to Hold the Mayo on YouTube, this is where I do HTM Live every single Sunday. This is where I take calls every single Sunday right here on YouTube, Hold the Mayo on YouTube. I also put this on Apple and Spotify, HTM Live on Apple and Spotify. If you're listening on Apple and Spotify, check out the YouTube, because I don't know if y'all noticed, I started putting out shorts. I'm trying to get back into the groove. Start putting out shorts from the call-in show on YouTube. It's been a year since I put out shorts. So getting back into the groove with that. Like I said, I flipped the phone to this way now. So I'm trying to put a lot more vlogs on YouTube, horizontal. You can pull it up on the TV, pull it up on the computer. I watch shit on YouTube every day, horizontal. So, you know, I'm really trying to get into that. This X Games thing, that's going to be something. It's going to be a lot of YouTube content. Just really focusing on YouTube, bro. Like, I want to build the YouTube, bro. I love YouTube. I really do, bro. Like, I love Twitter as far as, like, typing my thoughts and whatever. I love YouTube. I spend a lot of time on YouTube. So, and I just feel like it's got a lot of growing. Just Hold the Mayo on YouTube's got a lot of growing to do. So we're gonna, and then football always helps. Football season. But why not really start evolving it right now? That's the way I look at it. I'm going. King of Hamilton, I gotta go, bro. I got to go. Yo, hey, shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to people who did the Super Chats. Cajun Curveball. LSU baseball loses to 5 non-power 4 teams outside the conference for the first time since 2006. 20 years. It's definitely not right. What I mean is, they not right. Because this is crazy, bro. Because they started out hot, too, man. But these losses are just alarming, bro. It's alarming losses. All right, I'm back next Sunday, I think. I'm pretty sure I got to go to the dermatologist Thursday. I got a brown spot on my lip that they making sure it's not like, you know, sun. She don't think it is, but I got to get it biopsied or whatever. So I'll probably have stitches on my lip next Sunday, but still gonna do the show. Fuck it. Next Sunday night, 8 o'clock, right here on YouTube. Hold the Mayo on YouTube. I'll see y'all then. Oh, free agency tomorrow. We're gonna know a lot more come next Sunday.